Okay, let's see. The stream is telling me that it is excellent quality, but I currently can't see anything. There we go. I can see things now. Let's get our music started. Ah, that's really loud. There we go. It also could just be my headphones that are really loud. Let's have a look here. Okay. I just realized that. Let's see if I can pop out the chat real quick. Hey, Carl. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see if this has a setting like Discord where you can make it stay at the front no matter what. But it doesn't look like it does. What I'll do then is I'm gonna have the comments open on my phone then, probably. Eventually I'm gonna have a second monitor for this. It'll be very practical. Excuse me. Hey, Carl. Sorry, I can't remember if I technically greeted you yet. Want to make sure I don't leave you hanging. How you doing? How's the music for you? Is the music loud? Turn it down a little bit for now. But just let me know if the music's too loud. I am doing well. I get to have a lot of fun today. I get to make an animation for Bricks Minifigs, which is cool, because that means that someone asked me to make an animation, but it also means that I get paid for this one. So that's going to be fun. So, I'm just kind of gathering my thoughts here. So basically what it is, he's in the thumbnail, but here's a better look at him. We have this ninja right here. Ooh, I need to adjust my lighting a little bit. I forgot that with, I turned off my overhead lights because that's what I have to do when I'm animating. So I need to adjust my lighting accordingly. There we go. Okay, now that's really bright, so we're gonna dim this light a little bit. Maybe like this? Sorry, I should have figured this out ahead of time. I didn't realize that this light wasn't in a good spot. There we go. I'm liking that a little bit better. Yeah, that still gives us some good contrast, so we're going to keep it that way. Okay. So. Now, we've got two goals with this. Basically, this ninja is going to be beating up 4 other ninjas. And during the animation, though, I have a few goals. One is I need to show off this minifig, because this was custom made for Bricks and Minifigs' 3rd anniversary. My local one in Springfield, Missouri. If you live in the area, I highly recommend you go check them out. And they made this, I'm getting tongue-tied. They made this minifig to celebrate the 3rd anniversary. So I want to make sure that I show off the minifig, and then he's gonna fight 4 other ninjas. And then the other goal is I do want to make it to loop. It's not a requirement for the video, but it's satisfying to make loops, plus also it's good engagement. So we're going to work with that. I keep forgetting that when I do animation streams, I don't know if people join as quickly as when I do like the short style streams. Because I'm just like, where is everybody? But this is about average for an animation stream. Plus this is a little bit earlier than I usually start. Okay, let's see. So, to make it loop easily, what I'm probably going to do is actually start the video at the end of the video. So what it's going to be is we're going to have this ninja here in pieces. Actually, you know what? No, I don't think I'm gonna do it that way, actually. I need to figure something out here. Thinking. Oh. I think I might not start it that way because I don't know what position the fight's gonna end with that ninja. So we're just gonna start it, I think we'll start it... I want to start with action pretty much straight away. Yeah, so we're gonna start with one of the ninjas running in to try and stab our main ninja. Okay, don't want to have him be a step back, maybe? No, I think starting in the middle is a good idea. Let's see. And about here. There we go. Okay, first photo of the stream. There we go. I should probably turn onion skinning on. Didn't realize I didn't have that on yet. There we go. It's funny, the Dragon Frame gives me the option to mute the sound of what, like the shutter, but then every time I mute it, it doesn't actually do anything, so I don't know what the mute button actually does. And the cool thing is, because this loops, I don't really have like a list of how long this video has to be, because it will loop. And I know it looks like he's out of focus right now, but he is in focus. Okay. Okay, so the first ninja's running along and not balancing how I want her to. There we go. Okay. Yep, so we've got the character with the spear running in. I don't think our main ninja has a name yet, so if anyone wants to name him, you are absolutely welcome to. Okay. There we go. And then we're gonna have him kind of turn as she goes by. And I am having to run by pretty quick. Because it's a ninja animation, I do want the characters to be going pretty fast. Man, it's funny, you can't see her eyes very well right now, so it kind of just like... She's just like... this like ghost character almost. There we go. It kind of looks like she slides in real quick, but again, with this being a ninja animation, we do want it to be quick movements. There we go. I feel like this is one of those shots that's gonna look silly until I add the sound effects, because these kind of hyper quick ninja movements look really ridiculous without sound effects. And then he's gonna like end about, yeah. And then we're gonna go to here. There we go. I don't know. There we go. I'm just gonna check the stream health real quick. We're getting low a bit rate, but that's okay. No worries there. That happens. Okay. Hey Jim Bubbalooey, welcome to the stream. Working on an animation for Bricks and Minifigs. And I believe I actually talked to you about this one, Jim Bubbalooey, earlier. So you already know what's up. How you doing, though? Haven't seen you in a while. There we go. I don't know. For me, it helps when I can, like, watch what I'm doing a lot. It makes it easier for me to understand what I'm animating. There we go. Vid looks great so far. Thanks. Not too much in it yet. But hopefully if I do this right, it should loop. There we go. And because of the lighting situation, I feel like it's actually not going to, because quite often when you have characters leave the edge of the screen, you have to animate at least some movement for them, because their, shadow is still on the set. But in this case, I don't think that's a problem. Okay, so we have a Hero Ninja dodges. And then we're gonna take away this one for a bit. Okay, so let's have him pause for about half a second. But let's not make it perfect. Let's make it 11 frames. Really, Jim Bubbly? This is the first time you've seen one of my stop motion streams? That's crazy. I did not know that. But yeah, they don't necessarily tend to get as many views, but I really do enjoy them. Plus, also, it's nice to be able to, like, get watch time while I'm animating. It's killing two birds with one stone. I'm honestly surprised that Fluid isn't here yet. He's usually here pretty quickly. There we go. Okay, and then this is where we're going to have her rush back in, trying to get him again. The nice thing with this one is that they're fighting one at a time against the ninja. I could try to do multiple, but one, I want to be able to make this quickly because the this is for Bricks and Minifigs anniversary, which is this Saturday. So I have to make sure I get this done relatively quick. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna animate the run right here. Okay, we actually need to put her back one frame. Hey Alex, welcome to the stream. How you doing? There we go. Okay. And if I do this right, this is gonna be a cool kind of like Matrix dodge moment. Not in slow motion, but like the bending over backwards type dodge. I don't know why every time I try to... Yeah, there we go. Now we're on to the next step. I know I could have him start dodging early, but I want him to like have a perfectly timed dodge. Okay, so now we're into a step forward, but not onto the stud yet. Can I give you clues for the post I posted 10 days ago? Which post did I post 10 days ago? I'm confused. I made a post 10 days ago? Oh, that video's out. That was for the Do Lego Minifigs Have Race video. So yeah, that video is actually out now. If you're talking about the world map one. That's what that was. There we go. Oh yeah, no, yeah, definitely give it a watch. It was a fun video to make. It's a different video, but I enjoyed making it. Yeah, no, it was a fun one. It was essentially I got to do like a school history project, which I have not done in a while since, as you may guess, I am not currently in school. Okay, we need to have you leaning forward, and I think now is the time for our ninja to start dodging. And we're gonna have him move his arms back a bit too. Oh yeah, he definitely needs to start dodging. But I wanted the dodge to be a close dodge, so this actually works pretty perfectly. But let's see how it's looking so far. We've got rush. Yep, rush that way. Then a run for a slash. Yeah, this is going to look good, I think. Loved the minifig color. Oh, the minifig color video. Gotcha. You had my favorite minifig, the Musketeer. I didn't know the Musketeer was your favorite. That's a good favorite, though. I respect that pick. Man, yeah, the ninja is definitely leaving it to the last second for him to do this dodge. But that matches the vibe. I might even have it kind of like turn into the slash a little bit. Your favorite movie is The Three Musketeers? I've never seen that movie. Dodge. Yep. that is actually an extremely close miss for the evil ninja, because technically speaking, all she would have to do is just angle the blade slightly down more. In fact, technically her blade is actually hitting the ninja right now, but that's okay. Because of how quick the shot will be, people aren't going to notice that. They're just going to be like, oh, he moved quick, he dodged. What a legend. So dodge, dodge, yep. Okay. Okay. Go angle this way a bit. There we go. And now into the next step. And then I'm going to have him start actually angling up a bit. Then into the next step. I'm actually going to have him take a step back. That way he's back into the middle of the frame again. Because he also has back printing, and I want to show off that the minifig has custom printing on his back. And that means we're going to... In fact, I think if I do this right. This won't look like too much of a... Yeah. Still a quick movement, but again, we're animating ninjas today, so all the movement's supposed to be relatively quick. Yep. Okay, and if he straightens up now, he'll be not quite in the middle, but close to the middle, which I think makes sense. Is animating a backflip hard? It depends if you want the character to actually, like, leave the ground or not. If it's just, like, a backflip off the ground, it's, like, tedious, but it's very doable. If you're having them go off the ground, then that's more tricky. But I've already kind of... I didn't storyboard for this video because it's a short and it's not going to take long. I mean, it'll still take a couple hours to animate, probably. But I've got a plan in my head of what I want the characters to do. Hey, IMS Animations, welcome to the stream, and oh, okay, goodbye, I guess, too. Have a great day. Okay. We're gonna have him stand still for a bit for the people that'll recognize it. On his back, he's got the Springfield flag, which I didn't even know Springfield, Missouri had a flag. But we want to show it off on the minifig. There we go. So let's have him stand still for about 13 frames. Like he's focusing on his plan of attack. Which is actually going to be quite a good plan of attack, if I do say so myself. This is the lovely part where when it's taking several pictures, you just sit here and wait, and I can't touch the table, because if I touch the table, it'll move things, and that's not good. Almost done. Okay. Dodge, dodge, hold still. Perfect. Okay, so then he's gonna turn into his attack, which is gonna be one of the most amazing ninja attacks ever in history. This is a very serious animation. It's not meant to be funny. It's not gonna have any jokes whatsoever. Let's see, you gotta... Carl, hey Chris, would you ever make a gaming channel or video? Like playing Minecraft and even making your own Minecraft server? I used to have a gaming channel. I might start it up again. We'll see. If I was doing YouTube full-time, I'd be more open to it. But at the moment, this is my... Like, I have a day job. I've been on furlough for a bit because we're closed during the beginning of the year for a bit. Um, but if I have any time to do YouTube at the moment, I'm gonna put it into animating. But I have been considering it because it is something that people have been requesting quite a bit lately. Okay. This is when we reveal his secret weapon. Banana peel, yes. It's a classic ninja tactic. It is actually forbidden in most forms of martial arts because of how deadly of an attack a banana peel can be. And he's going to take a step back. So that he can put the banana peel down into the path of the ninja that is currently attacking him. There we go. Let's see how it's looking so far. Pulls out the banana peel. Oh! The banana peel's movement felt weird. I'm gonna have it move this way a bit. There we go. And then it's gonna slide a little bit. And that's when this ninja is gonna run back in to the scene. There we go. Slash. Place the banana peel. And she's really running fast this time because she wants to get the ninja. We would need to name the ninja in white right now. He doesn't have a name currently, and I don't like that. He needs a name. I bumped the banana peel. No. That's not good. That's really not good. This is a really hard mistake to fix. Okay, so at the moment it's bumped away from him too much. Okay, so now I need to push it to the right a little bit. Man. Okay, so now it's too close to him. Let's see. Okay, so now it's moving back towards him again, which is not what we want. There we go. I think I might have wrecked it more. I mean, an easy way to fix this is just that he kicks the banana peel into position, which I think is what we're going to do now to cover that up. Yep, that's what we're going to do now. He's going to kick the banana peel into position so that the ninja will slip on it. Ninja Bob. We could call him Ninja Bob. Cool bananas. What about Zane? I don't know why, but I could picture a ninja dressed in white named Zane. That would be an interesting idea. You could make a show about that, I feel like. Kicks banana peel, happy little accident. Hey, yeah, sometimes in animation, you've got to animate happy little accidents unless you want to reset your shot, like, every single second. I mean, you don't want to make a habit out of doing stuff like that, but it's going to happen. Do I think Zane would have any ninja friends if they made a show about him? I don't know. I just think it'd be really funny if they made, like, a show about elements, but then just, like, randomly changed it. So instead of doing, like, earth, air, fire, water, if they did, like, I don't know, like, earth, fire, lightning, and ice, just, like, I don't know, just to mess with it a bit. I mean, they could introduce other elements later, but I feel like it would be funny if they didn't go with, like, the classic elements. They would be ninjas and they go. Like, oh, like they could be like ninjas that go ninja go, except, like, let's say it different, like Ninjago or something like that. That way it's a little bit different. So this is the interesting part, where when you slip on a banana peel, the peel goes the opposite way that you fall. So it doesn't actually follow the motion of you. At least if you're doing it cartoon style physics. Okay, I think I pushed it way too far. There we go. And he's gonna start putting his foot down. And unbeknownst to him, another ninja is actually gonna sneak by behind him. I think he might technically be too close right now. I mean, we can actually do that. That's still a little too far. We're gonna have the ninja start here, because we're gonna have a ninja with a crossbow come in. Okay, we still need Lady Ninja to slide out of the way. And maybe 6 years after the show debuts, they should release a movie that completely changes up the source material. They could do that. I feel like it would be a bold choice, but they definitely could do it. I just moved him too far forward, didn't I? Oh, nope. That's the correct spot. And then we can move Lady Ninja and Banana Peel out of the way, so first ninja is defeated. And then he's gonna take a step forward. And then we're going to have Crossbow Dude run behind him. And it's gonna look like that our main ninja is not noticing him. But the main ninja has a plan already in place because he's just that good of a ninja. Hey Go Play Creations, welcome to the stream. We're doing some animating today. We're animating a ninja fight scene for Bricks and Minifigs. So this is actually a commissioned video, which is exciting. At least I think it's exciting. You figured out how to draw in Procreate, you drew your first drawing on there. Nice. Way to go. Let's have a look at the animation so far. We've got... Okay, that lagged. We're not counting that as a watch through. Okay, dodge. Dodge. Banana Peel. It's fast, but I don't know. The ninja fights are meant to be fast. I don't know. It's always weird animating fast movement. Okay, so we're going to have our main ninja take one more step forward. There we go. And we're going to have this guy run pretty fast because he's trying to sneak by without being caught. Oh, awesome! Nicely done, Go Play Creations. You like the ninja design? Yeah, it was custom printed for Bricks and Minifigs. If you saw my video about the custom Jesus minifig I have, I believe it's actually the same guy that made this ninja as well. So, he is very good at what he does. Okay, oops, I didn't move our main ninja. Okay, then we're gonna have... And I'm trying to do something a little bit different. I'm animating the steps a lot faster for this animation, so that I can add a lot of like ninja swoosh sounds for whenever they run by. Might it backfire? Maybe. Um, so we'll feel it out. But I, at the moment, have a good feeling about it. Let's see. Oh wow, you spent 3 months on your animation, and they always say animation takes time. It does. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I worked on animating for probably close to 5 or 6, maybe even. Oh man, I might have done more than that. Hours. And I made like, I don't know, maybe no more than 10 seconds of footage. Probably closer to 7, I think. Let's see. Will you and the gang make Sherlock 3 anytime soon? Robot Ham, if only. I don't really see it in the cards at the moment. It would be really cool. But yeah, I do not see that one happening. We've kind of all gone into different, very busy spheres of life at the moment. You know, I have thought it, and this is not me saying I'm going to do it. It's just something that I've thought would be interesting. So the Sherlock and Holmes movie, for those in the stream that have watched it, it is not a complicated plot. Like, and it's not meant to be. Well, I mean, like, yeah, there's technically a mystery to it, but it really isn't that complicated of a story. So I've toyed with the idea of if I were to adapt it as a Lego stop motion, what it would look like. Because I bet we could tell the main story of that in... I bet we could get it down to like 15, 20 minutes and it'd still be a pretty good script. Maybe even less. Like, if we simplified it. Like, but yes, we'd miss some details. But I've toyed with it. I even talked with Ben. He's the guy that directed the Sherlock movie that we were in. And he's cool with me trying it. Because at the moment, I've got other projects that are really big I need to keep working on. The Friend 3225 project is taking up a lot of time. That was what I was working on yesterday. So, let's see what happens. Oh, you're working for your dad in the video editing business. That's pretty cool. Nice! Congratulations, man. That's really cool. I do not work for my dad. Although he's a pilot and I can't fly planes. That would make it rather awkward. But no, that is really cool. I didn't know that your dad did video editing as a business. That's really cool. That is a cool job. It's kind of funny. I can tell that my secret project is a lot harder to animate than this one, because the amount of work that I've done right now, that we've done in, let's see, how long has the stream been going? Actually, I can't touch the laptop while it's taking photos. Might move the table. Let's see, this stream's been going, I can't remember where the time for it is. Also, this thing's gone all weird. Where's the time? Either way, however long the stream's been... Oh yeah, there we go. About 50 minutes. With my other video I was working on, the secret one, in about 50 minutes, I had taken about 20 or 30 photos, probably. Did someone say video editing? Yes, K-Native Gaming. Go Play Creations' dad owns a video editing business. Did we ever get the license for the Sherlock Holmes 2? No, but you actually don't need one. Sherlock Holmes is in the public domain. There are certain adaptations of books you can't do, at least if I remember correctly. But also because it was a film of no budget, and we didn't make money off of it, no one would have cared. If they had sued us, they would have won, like, a pizza box and, like, whatever bottles of water we had left when we were done. So, there is, yeah, it's kind of like, whenever you do fan films, as long as you don't do certain, like, as long as you don't, like, monetize them, claim you're the original person who owns it, you can pretty much do what you want. There are a few companies that don't like it, but most consider it free advertising. Okay, so here we have the weird, moment where, so if you're, the guy that had running in the back, he's holding a crossbow. And then, so what we're gonna do is we're going to have, arrows fly by. Now, I'm not gonna animate those. I'm gonna add those later while I'm editing. But basically, it's gonna be like arrow, arrow, arrow. Probably like 3 arrows he'll dodge. Well, 1 that misses, 2 that he dodges. Then he's gonna catch 1 and throw it back at the guy. And then we'll have some, like, goofy scream off the screen. But yeah, so I'd say we're probably not quite halfway done with this animation. But I think we are making good progress. And it's only 10 past 9, so we're doing good. But yeah, so I'm trying to remember, did I animate him staying still? I did. Okay, good. Couldn't remember, I was talking. Okay, so what we're gonna do is an arrow is gonna fly by above. So let's say we hear the sound of the bow being strung. I'm trying to think. Okay, let's do 1 arrow misses and goes over his head. So let's see. If an arrow went over his head, he's gonna turn to look at where the arrow came from. Yep. Alex, all of the original Sherlock stories are public domain now, so even if you did a straight adaptation, you should be pretty safe. Yeah, plus also, like, literally, copyright is so weird that by the fact that we adapted it as Sherlock and Holmes, that actually could have a bearing on it. Because, like, Sherlock has been spoofed and adapted into oblivion. So I think you could probably get away with even more than people would realize with, Sherlock. I don't think that of all the characters to adapt, he's a pretty safe one. But also, at the end of the day, it was a silly fan film that made no money. In fact, I think it cost Ben money. So, I'm not too worried. Okay, so he's just noticed the first arrow fly overhead. He's looking, and let's say the first arrow is then about to hit him in the head, and he ducks back more. So I think I told it. Good Grayson's point of view, me remaking The Incredibles and watching Disney having a heart attack in the office after watching it. See, I know, like, people talk about, like, how, like, crazy Disney is and all that, and yes, to some extent, absolutely. But so many of their characters are actually adapted off of, like, other people's characters completely, that, you can kind of get away with a lot. Like, that's what they already do. Oop, I accidentally bumped the table. Hopefully that wasn't noticeable. There we go. Okay, so let's capture... Let's do 12 frames before the next arrow. I know crossbows actually cannot fire even close to that. But that's what we're gonna do. Because if I actually made the crossbow fire at an accurate speed, the video would be like 20 seconds of a guy reloading, and that's if he's fast. Crossbows are easy to use, but slow. Yeah, I have no clue what show that is. I've never heard of that one. There is such thing as a full auto crossbow. It's called a Chu Ko Nu. The Chinese invented it. They used them. Essentially, it was a crossbow with a magazine, and instead of pulling back the string, it was like a pump, like a circle pump that you'd wind. So that is a real historical weapon. And since we've got a ninja here, like we're theoretically based in Japan right now, so it wouldn't be too much of a stretch if someone had a full auto crossbow, I guess. But for the sake of this, it's just that it's a Lego guy. Lego guys can fire crossbows really fast. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have his eyes kind of follow the crossbow that goes in front of his head. The crossbow bolt. That way, when I animate it, because I'm just going to get a still image of the bolt and then blur the bolt as it goes by. So I think that'll look cool. I'm just realizing his head probably turned too slowly for him to actually follow the crossbow bolt the whole time. But that's okay. That's actually how these work. Canada Gaming, is this for BAM? Yes, this is for Bricks and Minifigs. So this is a video I am getting paid to make. I asked permission to live stream me making it, and they said yes. So I get paid to live stream today, which means hypothetically, this live stream isn't sponsored in terms of ad revenue, but I am being paid to do what I'm live streaming, which is nice. Okay, so then we're gonna have him hold that pose for a moment. Technically, the crossbow is always loaded since Lego crossbows have the arrow molded on. You are technically correct, Alex. Thank you. Go Play Creations. No, I don't search up anything on DeviantArt. That's scary. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I don't know. That's not the kind of thing I'd watch. Even if it's a kid show. I already have well established what I like to watch. Okay, so now I know we've got some glare on the minifig, but that's also just what minifigs look like. And also, it's almost impossible to always avoid glare unless you, like, plan every single movement ahead of time. Which, for this video, I had the basic idea of the movement planned, but not the whole movement. And then at about this time, a crossbow bolt is going to zip by his back, where his head was moments before. Which means technically I do have to trace it going behind him. But because it will be such a quick shot, I don't think that that's going to take me long. I'm not going to be editing this on live stream. One, just because editing takes a long time. And it also takes a lot of focus. So I don't know if I could be entertaining while editing. I don't even know if I'm entertaining while I'm live streaming animating. But editing, it's hard to do that. Lost my train of thought. But yeah, and also, because I'm currently editing my secret project, whenever it's like, would you like to pull a file from this location? It's all the names of my secret project, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna let that happen. That'd be bad. Like, I want people to figure out the hints that I've been posting. I don't want people to figure it out because I accidentally showed the secret project on stream. Bluey is better. Bluey is a great show. I actually have the poly bag for the Bluey set now. I haven't built it yet because I want to film a short with it, like a meme one. Not a stop motion. Because I need to stop bringing back... on Saturdays, I used to do meme shorts for a while. And I'd like to bring that back because those were fun to film. Okay, so this is when we do the fun catch the arrow and then throw it back. So this is where we decide, do I want him to catch it with his left hand or with his right hand? Make sure it doesn't get labeled as for kids. Oh no, don't worry. I'm not... kind of the joke that I have with my friends is I make sure I have like a violent story or a Bible story that's kind of intense every few videos. That way I don't get mocked as for kids. But no, technically Bluey might not even be in the title of the video. Actually, yeah, no, Bluey will not be in the title of the video. That's kind of the point of it. Yeah, so far I've never actually had a video forcibly labeled as for kids. Let's see, left hand, right hand. If he catches it with his left hand, he'll catch it quicker. If he catches it with his, I think left hand, because that way there's more inertia when he throws it. So then, he's gonna lean forward. There we go. And then once he's caught it and thrown the arrow, he will have dispatched of the first. Not first, the second ninja. We've already dispatched of the first one. Yep, there we go. He's about to catch the arrow. And of course, like right now we can't see the arrow, but then the moment he grabs it, I'm going to put an actual physical arrow in his hand. Okay, we need to actually have him turn a bit. Yep, there we go. You've got kids. Yeah, YouTube Kids is not actually great for kids, in my opinion. Blue's Clues is better than Bluey. I haven't seen Blue's Clues in so long that I can't give an informed opinion on that. Part of why I enjoy Bluey, though, is purely just the fact that so many of the, like, Australia-specific jokes in it make sense to me. Like, occasionally my wife and I will watch it. I know it's a kid's show, but we enjoy it. It's a good time. And, like, they'll say a joke, and then my wife won't, Mrs. Comedies won't respond to it. And then I'll laugh, and she's like, wait, what's that part? And then I explain it, and then she sees why it's funny. Which it's reversed, because she'll show me, like, all these classical movies, like, all this, like, classic Disney stuff, and it'll be, like, reference to some historical thing that I have no clue what it's about. So, that's, like, the one time where I get to be the one with the references, which is nice. Bluey's Clues, that could work. Hear me out, Sherlock Holmes, but with Blue's Clues characters instead. That would technically work, I feel like. Okay, there we go. And he's thrown it nice and far. Okay, let's see how this looks so far. Dodge, dodge, banana peel, slip, dodge, 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 catch arrow, throw. Yeah, that looks cool. I mean, it'll look better once I have the actual arrow for that he's dodging. But for now, I think I can tell the movement looks correct what I have in my head. Blue's Clues is coming for yous. Oh, that actually would work. That'd make a good skit, I feel like. Okay, so he's held the pose for a bit. So now we're gonna have him get back up. And he's gonna step kind of towards the middle again. Who wins in the fight? Blue's Clues versus Scooby-Doo? I don't know. I haven't watched Blue's Clues since I was like very little, and I've like never watched Scooby-Doo. So I have no point of reference. But from my understanding, Scooby-Doo fights monsters fairly often. So I'm gonna go with Scooby. Plus, I just saw that Robot Ham says Scooby-Doo. And whenever it comes to like that kind of stuff, I usually go with what Robot Ham says. Usually. Okay, there we go. But that's when, unbeknownst to the main ninja, he's gonna get jumped from the side. And this is gonna be like one of the few hits he actually takes. Let's see. I've never watched Scooby-Doo. That's it. Movie night. Let's see. You could definitely draw that. Let's see. The original series is fantastic. What's New Scooby-Doo was my childhood. Most of the movies are amazing. It's a great series. Someone commissioned him to watch Scooby-Doo. Okay. He's gonna get pushed out of the way. This is kind of a change that I've made now. Originally, I had him try to fight the main ninja with like a knife, but I think that this could be funnier. Oops. My dude fell over. Why can't he stand now? Come on, man. Okay, I need him to be at least somewhat visible. There we go. So there's a few ways I can go with this. I've thought that either we can have you hear like a thud 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 scream and the guy who just tackled him goes flying across the screen. Or we could have it that the guy who tackled him walks back, laughs, and then the main ninja attacks him from the other side. At the moment I'm leaning towards like crash crash bang and then the bad guy gets thrown back. So I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm just going to save this as 24, even though I'll probably extend it a little bit. And because this isn't the start... excuse me. Because this isn't the start of the video, I'm not too worried about that being blank for a few seconds. Because people have already started watching. So I think it's going to be fine that way. Let's see. There's a Batman and Scooby-Doo crossover. Cool. Mr. Ink was well after my childhood, but a lot of my cousins said it was awesome too. Scooby-Doo has literally been popular since the 60s with every new generation. That's cool. It just, I don't know, it just wasn't a thing I really watched as a kid. The main TV shows I watched as a, like, not as like a little kid, but like, once I turned 5 and, between 5 and 12. My favorite shows, I really liked Iron Man Armored Adventures, Dex Hamilton, Bottle Top Bill, Barney's Barrier Reef. Like, none of these I think aired in the States. Okay. So now we have the bad guy get thrown back again. Jim Bubbaloo, having a VHS does not make you old. I had a VHS and I'm not old, so you are not old. He's going flying back. And I just thought of something that will make this way funnier. So we're gonna add something to it. Is then we have the main ninja also attack from this side. So we get both of the ideas wrapped in one. Have him slide in. And that's when punch to the back. So now he's like these. Then Yeah, it looks chaotic right now, but I do think that this will look cool. Especially once I add the sounds for it. Okay. And kind of like when Ganondorf or Captain Falcon finish a punch, and have him kind of like hold the position at the end a little bit. There we go. Let's do maybe 8 more frames of him standing still. It's also really weird animating vertically because I feel like I have to waste like half the space, because when you upload things vertically, even if it's like Instagram doesn't have it as bad, but like YouTube has all this text on the bottom, it sometimes has text on the top. Like, I feel like I'm really just filming with like the middle third quadrant, so it can be a little. It's good to film shorts. It's just a little tricky sometimes. Okay, so the next part is meant to be a sword fight, and that's why I've been thinking about how to do this vertically. Let's see, I'm thinking about having him like kind of... Yeah, let's have him kind of like move in from the side. Go. And then this time we're gonna have him kind of lean into a little bit, because he kind of slid into place. We're gonna have the evil, like the boss bad ninja, the big bad evil ninja. I don't know what to call him. I really need to name the characters before I start animating. It's a problem. Okay, that's too much. There we go. And so we have them stand still epically for a moment. Okay, and we're gonna have a look at how does this animation look so far. Oh yes, that is a good point, Robot Ham. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. I mean, at the moment my schedule's pretty open until like Basically until the 27th. I think 26th is when training starts back up at work. So pretty much any time before that, if you have like a weekday, like in the like early afternoon, or even I could do morning for filming if you'd like to. I'm almost set up for that video. Yeah, any of those would work for me. Go. Non-appeal slip. Dodge arrow. Dodge arrow. Throw arrow. Tackled. Yep. That's gonna look great. It feels dumb without sound effects right now. Is the 27th Pokemon Day, Robot Ham? Or is that like a special Pokemon announcement that day? Trevor, did I do the... Just probably have them stay still for about a second. Okay, perfect. If that's Pokemon Day, let's see. I'll text you after the stream and set up a time if that's cool with you. 30th anniversary of Pokemon. Okay, we definitely... Man, that makes me feel like I should make 30 Pokemon for that video. I was aiming for 10, but if it's the 30th anniversary, I should make 30. I don't know. Because it's meant to be, like, you guessing things, and you're very good at it, I probably should do more than 10. Although, in my stream where I built some of the Pokemon, Robot Ham, which ones did you see? Because I don't want to, like, make you guess one that you already know. The lovely moment of waiting for it to take all the photos. I know I can technically just copy and paste the photos, but I don't know. This tends to be easier not to have... Not easier. It tends to not have as many glitches when I do it this way. Or make as easy mistakes. It's probably just all on my end. They are likely announcing Generation 10, so 10 could be perfect. I only saw the Snorlax and the start of the Ghastly. Perfect. I'll use the Snorlax and the Ghastly as my example, and then I'll just make sure I have 10 in addition to those ones. So that'll be like... so that the viewers can get the idea of like, oh, because I'm going to also make it so that the viewers try to guess the Pokemon as well. Because I've got a feeling you're going to get probably... There's only one I'm not sure if you'll get, and it's not going to probably be your fault, because it's kind of a funny one. Okay. This is when Evil Ninja is going to reach for his sword. Which, no matter how you do, drawing a sword always looks kind of ridiculous. Especially off of a back, because there's actually no way for that joint to work. And that's not even just with Lego people, that's just with human hands as well. Because drawing something big off of your back, it'll get stuck in the scabbard, or sheath, whatever you're using. So this is when you just acknowledge the fact that this really isn't going to make sense. Okay, challenge accepted. I look forward to it, Robot Ham. I mean, if anyone I know is going to be able to do it, it's going to be you. Because I think out of all my friends, you know Pokemon the best. Okay, that's not even a guess. Out of all my friends, you know Pokemon the best. But you see what I mean? Like, the sword goes from here to up here, but that's like the only way to do it. Without, like, disjoining their arms. Which, because of how fast this movement is going to be, I don't think that's going to be a problem. I just realized I didn't keep track of where he was standing. Okay, he was standing on this spot. Perfect. Sorry, got a little focused trying to get the weapon set on this one. Once I finish this movement, I think it'll be a little bit easier for me to talk at the same time. Also, the sword that the good ninja is using is technically like a fake Lego sword, and I'm noticing that it keeps popping out of his hand. Go. Let's see, how does this look so far? We're going to scroll this down a bit to his attack. Oh, that actually did look good. I always get worried about it when it's a movement that quick. So then the block was so mighty that he knocked him back. And he's gonna spin for an attack. He's using spin jutsu. Welcome back, Go Play Creations. Yeah, you can tag me in that art if you may. What, like, is that on YouTube, or just so I know which social media to check? And also just to make sure that I actually have the one you're tagging me in. Oh, he fell back a bit. Go. You tagged me, it's on YouTube. Perfect. Yep, I will check out that art. You did it very quickly. I'm actually going to have him move forward on this, because he's about to deal a mighty blow. This is his super move. Oh, you got That's right, you were saying you got Procreate today, so yeah. So I bet you're using it as much as you can. Okay, this is where we have some fun with some of this blue energy thing here. Come on, balance. Okay, I guess I'll use sticky tack. Okay. Is that where he was? Nope. I'm gonna move him over one because he is still moving forward. Alright, so we get a blue light. So it catches on the energy thing. Is that too much? It might be a little bit. If I need to tone it down in the editing, I can always do that. And this is where it's revealed that, well, I mean, at this point we've revealed that he has a magical, like, air sword thing. I don't know what its name technically is, but it looks cool. And that's all that really matters. There we go. So that means we're actually pretty close to finishing this video. Because essentially now what we're doing is making him make his sword disappear, and then he's going to return to where he was on the first frame. I might even have it that the sword just disappeared after he swang it like that, like he's using, like, I don't know, like a magical chi blade or something. I don't know. I draw fast, and to quote Lightning McQueen, I am speed. Ka-chow. Fair enough. I will check out the drawing once the stream is finished. I'm gonna look at this part right here. That looks cool. It's quick, but I think that's what makes it good, is that it's such a surprise that he can, like, just draw a sword out of nowhere. It's a magical sword. Okay, so now I've got to figure out, okay, I want to get him back into the original position. Oh, the camera moved. Like a considerable amount. That is weird. We're still gonna get him to go back to the original position. I bet I can fix it. So we need to get him back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 studs behind the front. Would it be cool if he bows to the camera at the end? You read my mind, man. I was literally planning on that. But you get credit just for suggesting that. Even though that's what I was planning on, the fact that you said it is kind of funny. Before I end the stream, will I look at what I tagged you? I'll do it off stream, probably. Um, I usually do stuff like that off stream, not on the live stream itself. But thank you for asking, though. I appreciate that. Okay, so at the moment he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I believe it's 7 empty studs. Yeah, so he's gonna take another step. Basically, he's gonna reveal another set of studs and do a spin. Go. We are almost done with this animation. And then, to be honest, I might do some work on the secret animation after this. But that means I'd have to end the stream, because otherwise it's not much of a secret. Actually, what I'll probably do after the stream is edit this. That way I can send it in and Bricks and Minifigs can have it sooner rather than later. That feels like it's the wrong spot. Is that the right spot? Oh no, it's the right spot. Okay. And then we're just gonna have him stand for a moment, take a bow, and then the loop will begin. So let's have him stand for, let's do 11 more frames. What camera do I use? I use a Canon EOS 4000D, although I am going to be upgrading it soon, because the max it can shoot for Dragon Frame is HD, and I'd like to be able to shoot bigger and better for that one. Dragon Frame's my editing software. Not editing, my stop motion software on my computer. What you're currently seeing right now. So I'm still researching what I want to upgrade it to. Because also if I upgrade it, I'm probably gonna need to get a new lens, and that's honestly the expensive part. So we shall see what the next camera is. Okay, I just want to see the whole thing through just so I can have an idea of what the finished thing will look like. Okay, he's actually already in the correct position. So as long as once he bows, he ends in that position, that's honestly gonna work fine. Yeah, so he'll just be tilted slightly towards our right, his left. We're gonna have him do a bow. we'll have him hold that for probably about 6 frames. And then finish the bow. And that'll be the end of the animation. Almost there. And going back a little further. And we're going to have him tilt a little bit to the left. Well, his left. And I think that'll make the loop basically perfect. I know there's a slight mistake I made with the heights. Oh, I just realized that for the last picture I had him move down. I'm going to still move up. Just to the left. Yep, there we go. There we go. And now let's see how well it loops. Dodge, 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 catch, arrow, throw. Yep, that works perfect. We have finished the animation, my friends. So with that, we're actually going to be wrapping up the stream then. I know not as late as I quite often go, but I do want to get to editing this. But before I end it, I'm going to read for us the Bible passage of the day. Okay, let me get the Bible passage. We're going to be reading Romans 10, 9 and 10 today. That if thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Jesus, and shalt believe in thine heart that God hath raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. And God's plan of salvation is available for any who would accept him as their Lord and Savior. And that's just a message that I want everyone who ever watches anything I make to hear. Thank you all so much for joining me for this live stream. I will catch you guys next time. And I'll probably post like a behind-the-scenes time-lapse of this, that way you can see the finished thing while it's edited as well. So have a good one, and remember, God is good.